All right, Heather, where are we at today?
We're back at Big Cat Habitat, and this time we're going to meet their newest family members.
That's right, it's Tyler.
And Heather.
And we are out
and About Sarasota.
You know what I say now?
It's time to go on in and take a gander.
Let's do it.
I got everything going for me. Free from all the things that bore me. Riding all around the city. All the girls that look so pretty. I'm fine when I'm out and about.
I'm here with Clayton, the vice president of one of my favorite places, as you all know, Big Cat Habitat, to do another segment of our animal safari here. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for coming back.
So let's talk about it. You have some exciting news for our viewers, which is the Jungle Jam, right?
That's right. Our first big fundraiser of the year. We're really excited. It's our second annual, so we've done it before, and it was okay. So we're doing it again. And we have great local bands. I believe we have 4 rock and roll bands that are going to donate their time out here. We're going to have a wonderful food, and it's all for a good cause, helping animals. And, of course, don't forget there'll be silent auctions and all that kind of great stuff, so everybody makes out happy at this.
Let's talk a little bit about Big Cat Habitat if we're not familiar with it. Big Cat Habitat was started over 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, we've been a nonprofit for a little over 10 years,
Wow.
but my mama got the idea many years ago that there were, so many animals out there in need of a good, permanent, safe home, and we had the ability to take care of them. So that's kind of how it all got started.
Right.
And you can hear them all talking.
I was
all
just going
around
to
us.
say, as you can hear, everybody here is excited here, including the animals here at Big Cat Habitat.
That's right. Well, they're excited because they got a great, permanent, safe place. You know?
That's
And,
right.
and we're, Sarasota's wild animal sanctuary. We're right here in Sarasota, Florida, which is a wonderful environment for these animals. Many of them exotic, so they live a wonderful, healthy life here. And we have some great stores in the area that give them great food, so we have a great time out here. A lot of happy fat animals.
Yeah, and I was actually talking to someone earlier. Your animals are actually rescued from other environments, right?
Well, we have a lot of animals that come in, in need. So
Right.
they're not all rescues per
Right.
se. Many of them were, we like to say, gifts or adopted.
Right.
Because they did come from a good home, but people that might have gotten a little carried away, and instead of getting a poodle, they decided to go with a monkey, and maybe that wasn't the right way to go.
Right. Now, if our viewers want to come to Big Cat Habitat, what can they expect as far as what type of animals do you have here in the sanctuary?
We have an amazing variety of animals. So we have almost 50 big cats. We have 5 species of bears, lots of exotic birds. We have our primates, camels, tortoises, just a little bit of everything. All beautiful, healthy animals, and they love to interact with the public because many of them were pets and came from, none of them come from the wild. They were all born and raised in captivity. So they love the affection and the care from humans.
Great. Now, let's talk a little bit about admission, Clayton.
Yeah, we're open Wednesday through Sunday from
Okay.
noon to 4.
Noon to 4.
And we have a demonstration at 1 o'clock, an animal demonstration, and then another animal demonstration at 2 o'clock. So it's a great day. We have great food on premises, and it's probably one of the cheapest things in the state of Florida. 18 for adults, and I believe it's 8 for children.
Great. All right. And what about you do some specials for first responders as well, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We take care of everybody that takes care of us. So we
That's
have
right.
a wonderful deal for all of our veterans, first responders, and, of course, active military as well. Everybody are all free here at the Big Cat Habitat.
Great. And you can check that information out also by going online to www.bigcathabitat.org. Thanks so much, Clayton. We'll see you inside. Stay with us. There's so much more to come, and we'll be right back after these messages. Oh my God. Delicious.
Check out Noella Chocolate and Confections, 1405 First Street, downtown Sarasota.
All right, Clayton, we are over here with this is the vervet monkey, correct? Also known as the green monkey?
That's right. This is Mikey. He's an African vervet. And he's one of those kind of great stories where he was a private pet. And he was brought down to Florida, thinking that he was just going to live with the family like he did for 15 years. They didn't realize that they moved into an area where they couldn't have him, and they ended up having to find him a home. Well, his wonderful family came out, found us, came out and helped to build him an enclosure to live in, and they actually come and see him almost every day of the week.
Aww.
And Mikey's a very spoiled guy. He gets his hard-boiled eggs, he gets his peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the crust cut off, and Teddy Grahams cookies.
And it
because
looks like he's got some fruit.
Yeah, that's right. They have a well balanced diet out here, but he also gets lots of extra treats. And he's a really great guy. And with many primates, grooming is very important to them because it's a sign of affection and also health. It keeps them clean and all that stuff. And a lot of these guys love grooming us out here because we're part of the family.
He knows who's cutting the crust off the peanut butter sandwiches. We can tell. Now, if we found him in the wild, where would he be found?
Normally, they drive Mercedes Benzes. They like to live along the water. He's an African vervet, so
Okay.
yeah, he would be out in the jungle.
savannah, okay.
Out in the jungle, and normally they live together in either a clan or whatever. They have different names for their groups, but really intelligent little animals. He's picking my pocket right now while we're talking. He's going for my credit cards. I told you he wanted a Mercedes. See.
You explained how Mikey got here and where Mikey came from. What is the lifespan of the green monkey, correct? Green monkey vervet?
Yeah.
And how old is he?
Well, this guy's actually in his mid to late 20s, and in captivity, many animals seem to do a lot better than they do in the wild because, of course, they get a well-balanced diet. We get them vitamins, minerals, supplements, stuff like that to really keep them healthy. So they can do quite well. Some of the smaller monkeys don't live as long as the bigger apes and stuff like that, but we've had chimpanzees that have lived into their 60s, almost 70s. That we had a female lioness that lived to be 27 years old, and the oldest on record was 29. So in captivity, they do quite a bit better, but they get a wonderful life of care, and their health is watched very closely. In the wild,
They
they
don't
can
have
go
veterinarians
days,
in the
right, that's
wild.
right, and they can go days without food. In captivity, it's different. They have a schedule, and they do really, really well.
Well, you're definitely very committed. When you have animals, there's people's marriages don't last as long as these animals are going to live. So this is definitely a commitment. We are so grateful for what you do here at Big Cat Habitat. Thank you so much.
Oh, we love them, and they're amazing animals. And that's one of the things we always remind people whenever getting any type of pet. Don't forget about that. Does that pet need to be in your will? Because how long is it going to live? It's just one of the important things about being a good pet owner.
Well, he is definitely very special. He's adorable, and he doesn't look like he's missed a meal.
I love his little eyebrows. He's got the most expressionate little eyebrows. He's really a cutie pie.
I'm definitely in love with him.
All right, these are two of our newest family members. These guys were adopted. This is Ghost, our beautiful white wolf hybrid, and this is Kingston, our male African lion cub. And these guys have become wonderful friends. They came from two totally different places, and they ended up at the right place here with us. And now they have a great family relationship together. And of course, we're part of their little pride too. Isn't that right, huh? See, this is my wolf pack.
And how old are they?
This guy's about 10 months old now, and he's about 8 months old. Just a dog and a cat.
Another incredible experience right here at Big Cat Habitat for the safari today. Did you have a great time?
I always have a great time here. It's one of my favorite places in about a 10-county radius.
That's right. And Heather, we got to also remind our viewers, don't forget about Jungle Jam.
Jungle Jam.
And when is it?
Jungle Jam right here, April 7th from 5:30 to 10 p.m.
That's
You
right.
get to come jam in a jungle in the dark.
That's right. And you can also check out their website for that information as well at bigcathabitat.org. If you don't know the lady to my left, it's Heather Howell. Woo. You can find her and all the great things about her where?
I am at Diane K Salon and Spa, downtown Sarasota, 1642 Main Street.
That's right. We want to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again when we're out
And About Sarasota.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Ooh. Kitty, kitty.
He's got some oranges in the back. Oh, you big Bowie. Big Bowie. You big Bowie. You're gonna make somebody real happy.
Out About Sarasota made possible by these fine sponsors. This has been an Out and About Media production, a product of Sarasota Social.